What if every NBA duo had to be traded? Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown will no longer be in Boston. They have to find a new team. Well, today's simulation, we're going to be using a random wheel and trading all 30 duos in the NBA at the moment, and then simulating a season in a live playoff scenario in NBA 2K23 to determine the winner. And so now this whole new NBA, which team is going to win? Well, guys, we're going to find out right now. So go sit down, go relax, go grab your favorite stack, and let's get this simulation underway. Let's go. We are now on the most famous wheel here on Halftime Productions, and we have all 30 duos in the NBA at the moment. And so we're going to be going in alphabetical order of the team name as we begin with the 76ers duo of Joel Embiid and James Harden. And for today's simulation, they will now be in Phoenix with the Suns. So we're going to get a James Harden and CP3 reunion, as that Suns team is looking good. As here we go, Giannis Antetokounmpo and Drew Holiday. The Milwaukee Bucks will stay in the East as they go to Toronto Raptors. So you Toronto fans, I mean, that's a great pickup, as now we got the Bulls duo of DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, and they will be going and staying in the East as well, but now playing for the Orlando Magic. As next up, Donovan Mitchell, I mean, what a season he is having for the Cavaliers, as well as Darius Garland, and they will be going to the Miami Heat. So Heat fans, what do you guys think about that? And now we have the best duo in the league up next, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, as they are going to be going to the Denver Nuggets. But guys, can we all agree this is the best duo? And you guys can comment down below a duo that you think is better, but I feel like they're still not going to be better than Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, as Leonard and George will go to the Pelicans. And honestly, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are a better duo than Scottie and Michael. Okay, alright, okay. I had to laugh at that one. I was joking, but am I really joking though? Like, if you really think, okay, maybe I'm joking. Let's get back to the wheel draft. We just saw John Moran and Jaren Jackson go to the Clippers, as now Trae Young and DeJounte Murray will be going to the Houston Rockets, so they are now in the Western Conference, as Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo are next for the Miami Heat, and they will be going to the Washington Wizards. So Wizards fans, how do you guys feel about that? As we continue down the list, LaMelo Ball and Terry Rozier. LaMelo's at an 87 overall right now, and they will be going to the West to join the OKC Thunder. I mean, Thunder fans, it's not the best duo you could have gotten, but hey, it's not the worst. And now you have Lauri Markkanen and Jordan Clarkson of the Jazz now going to the San Antonio Spurs. And as we continue on, guys, let me know down below again your favorite duo in the NBA at the moment. Of course, you know mine's Brown and Tatum because I'm a Celtics fan, as Sabonis and De'Aaron Fox will be going to the Dallas Mavericks. But as we continue on, here's Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson of the New York Knicks in 87 and 86 overall going to the LA Lakers. So Julius Randle's back in LA once again, and adding Jalen Brunson with D'Angelo Russell seems to be a good backcourt. And now LeBron James and AD will be going to the Cleveland Cavaliers, so LeBron James will once again be returning to Cleveland. That is definitely going to be fun for the simulations. Now the Orlando Magic duo of Wagner and Bonchero will be going to the Detroit Pistons. I mean, Pistons fans, I'm sorry, I thought you guys could have got a great duo in this one. Not a bad duo out there in Orlando, they're just young. And now we got Luka and Kyrie Irving up next, and they will be going to the Sacramento Kings. And do you guys think this duo was better than Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum? Personally, I don't believe so, but let me know about your opinions. And now the newest Brooklyn Nets duo with Claxton and Mikal Bridges going to stay in New York, as they're going to be going to the Knicks. And how about Bridges dropping 41 points the other night? That was absolutely fun to watch. And now going to the Chicago Bulls will be Jokic and Murray, so they get the two-time MVP. Chicago, that's a huge pickup, as now Tyrese Halliburton and Miles Turner up next. And Halliburton has to be one of my favorite point guards in the NBA at the moment, as he's going to go to the Golden State Warriors. And let me know if you agree or not, but he kind of reminds me of Rajon Rondo, but he could shoot. I don't know what you guys think about that comparison, but now Zion and Brandon Ingram will be going to the Nets. So the Nets are going to be a deep team in this simulation after getting Zion and Ingram, as Cunningham and Bogdanovich of the Pistons will be going to the Jazz. So Utah fans, you guys will be getting Bogdanovich back, as now the Raptors duo of Siakam and Anunoby's up next. We already saw Giannis go to Toronto in the simulation, as this duo will be going to the Atlanta Hawks. And Toronto Raptors fans, I mean, what is going on this year? You guys are not playing that well, as now Jalen Green and Sengun of the Rockets will be going to the Milwaukee Bucks. And how about Sengun this year? Very underrated, as now we got Keldon Johnson and Trey Jones of the San Antonio Spurs. Not the greatest duo, and now they're going to be going to the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, compared to all these 30 duos, they're probably in the bottom 3, bottom 5. As now here's a top 5 duo, KD and Devin Booker, who are going to go to the Portland Trail Blazers. And Blazers fans, I know you guys are ecstatic about that, as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Josh Giddey of the OKC Thunder will be going to my Boston Celtics. And this is a pretty good duo, I'm not mad about that, as Towns and Anthony Anthony Edwards are up next, and they will be going to the Philadelphia 76ers. So now they're going to be in Philadelphia for the simulation, as Damian Lillard and Anthony Simons are up next from the Blazers. Only 3 teams remaining, and they will be going to the Minnesota Timberwolves in today's video. As now here's a duo you want: Curry, Thompson. Will it be the Hornets or the Pacers? It's going to be the Charlotte Hornets. So the Pacers, I mean, that would have been legendary to get Stephen Curry, but you still get a decent duo. As last but not least, the Washington Wizards duo of Bradley Beal and Porzingis will be going to the Indiana Pacers, as they are last on the wheel. But hopefully your favorite duo went to your favorite team. Anyways, guys, it's time to head on to NBA 2K23. And so I just got done filling out the rosters here on NBA 2K23 after the wheel, and as you see, the 76ers now with Karl Towns and Anthony Edwards from the Minnesota Timberwolves duo. But fellas, we're just going to skim through the rosters here, and then we're going to simulate the season and the playoffs with live scenarios on 2K, so it should be a fun one. I mean, that draft was definitely interesting. We got so many new great teams, and let me know which duo or which team you think is going to win today's simulation based on the rosters, as we see LeBron James return to Cleveland with Anthony Davis. And shout out to people in the last 2K simulation up on this video, show love, so make sure you get your comments and predictions down below right now. But guys, just for a couple seconds here, let's talk about the All-Star Weekend. I want to know what your thoughts about All-Star Weekend was, because here's mine. Firstly, the celebrity game was so much fun. Then you go to Saturday night, the dunk contest, the 3-point contest. Now, coming into the dunk contest, everybody's like, oh, they should have big name players. We don't know who these guys are, but at the end of the day, do you want big time players with less exciting dunks, or do you want these guys that are not known with more exciting dunks? I mean, Mac McClung carried the dunk contest. That was an amazing performance. I thought that Murphy guy from the Rockets did good as well. The Jericho Sims dude with one of the worst dunks. Okay, listen, he's a great player and a great role player, but that dunk was so bad when he like pulled out the ripped piece of paper of the 50. Anyways, then you go to the All-Star game, which the draft was pretty cool. The All-Star game, I mean, we all know the defense was so bad. I mean, at least play some defense. At the end of the game, I was begging players to play defense. Nobody was going for a rebound. I just hate to watch when there's no defense being played in the All-Star game. But you gotta think about it from the players' perspectives. It just makes me mad because like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, the 2020 NBA All-Star game after Kobe passed away, rest in peace to Mamba, that All-Star game was so much fun. The defense at the end of the game was amazing. The best players going at it. And I don't know why 2 or 3 years later, they don't want to do the same thing. They just forgot about that game. I mean, let's get back to that All-Star Kepa game. But I'm very interested to see your guys' thoughts and reactions in the comments to this year's All-Star Weekend. Anyways, we are getting towards the end of today's roster overview, as we see the Spurs, and then we see the Phoenix Suns' new big four with Joel Embiid, Harden, CP3, and DeAndre Ayton. They're going to be a tough team to beat there out in the Western Conference, as we see the OKC Thunder, LaMelo Ball, the Minnesota Timberwolves now with Damian Lillard to join Rudy Gobert and Simons, and of course the Trailblazers now with KD, Devin Booker. That team is looking good. The Golden State Warriors, Halliburton, Wiggins, Poole, Miles Turner. They get a good center up there, Draymond Green as well. As lastly, we have the Washington Wizards with the Miami Heat duo of Jimmy Butler and Adebayo to join Kuzma. Anyways, it's time to simulate to the end of the season here on NBA 2K23, so let's get there now. 3 MVPs in a row for Nikola Jokic as he wins this one with the Bulls, 31 points, 10 rebounds, and Banchero of the Detroit Pistons with 22 points, Rookie of the Year, and Fred VanVleet comes off the bench in Toronto to win 6th Man of the Year. As how about Rudy Gobert getting back a Defensive Player of the Year, this time for the Minnesota Timberwolves? And it was Jokic who led the league in points with 31, Ja Morant was 2nd, and De'Aaron Fox was 3rd. That is something we really don't see in the simulations, as we see Curry in there, Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy Butler now with the Washington Wizards. As far as the rebounds per game leaders, Gobert with 12.8. I mean, he had an amazing season after Towns left. Then we see Doncic in there, Anthony Davis. Assists per game goes to James Harden on the Phoenix Suns with 10.4. Halliburton was 2nd. We see CP3, Ricky Rubio in there, as Jimmy Butler led the league in steals. Now to the NBA standings. In the East, the Bulls take the 1 seed with Jokic as the MVP. Then we see LeBron and the Cavaliers, the Raptors with Giannis, the Wizards, the Atlanta Hawks, the New York Knicks with Bridges, the Brooklyn Nets, the Charlotte Hornets slipping in the 8 seed with Stephen Curry, as the Miami Heat just missed out with Donovan Mitchell, and they're the Eastern Conference standings as the Pistons will finish last. But now the Sacramento Kings will take the 1 seed in the West with Kyrie and Luka, as the Phoenix Suns are up there, the Golden State Warriors, the Clippers with Ja Morant, the Pelicans, the Blazers, the Houston Rockets make it, as the LA Lakers slip in, and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and the Denver Nuggets don't make the postseason. That is blasphemy, 2K. But anyways, they're the NBA standings in the Western Conference for today's simulation. And guys, now here's the official playoff bracket for today's simulation. You see the 16 teams and the matchups. I'm pretty surprised the LA Lakers and the Houston Rockets made it. But anyways, we're gonna now simulate here on NBA 2K23 with live games to determine the winner of today's simulation. So guys, starting the bracket, it is your last chance to comment down below your predictions, as the road to the finals will begin here in the very first round. So go sit down, go relax, go grab your favorite snack, and let's get this simulation underway. Here we go. So guys, we'll be getting off the first round in Houston as the Suns are down by 2, but here's CP3 from downtown, and now Phoenix has the lead with 42 seconds. They lead the Rockets 3-0, so can they get the sweep? Meanwhile, for Trae Young in Houston, they're trying to force 5. Young with the moves on CP3, and he gets it to go. Chris Paul and Trae Young trading buckets. Look at this beautiful move. I mean, this place is going crazy. I still can't believe the Rockets are in the postseason after only getting DeJounte Murray and Trae Young, as the Suns will use their last timeout, 30 seconds remaining. So who's going to take the shot for Phoenix? Will it be James Harden or CP3 again? Or even Joel Embiid as Harden? Bang! James Harden from downtown. First it was CP3, and then it was the Beard. I mean, this Suns team is looking unstoppable. As here comes Trae Young. Sees on the line. 15 seconds. Shot clock is off. Down by 2. Looking to avoid the sweep. Nothing there for the Rockets. Now under 10 seconds. Has Embiid isolated. Now Jabari Smith Jr. 4 seconds. Smith driving in the paint for the tie. Off the mark, he missed the bunny, and the Suns will hold on, and they will sweep the Rockets in the first round. What a wild game, as down goes Houston. As now we're going to go to LA. It is the 8-seeded Lakers who will also fall asleep, this time to the 1-seed Sacramento Kings with Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. So down goes Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, and D'Angelo Russell of the LA Lakers. As we now enter Game 5 in Toronto, can the Knicks force a Game 6, or can the Raptors hold off and win the series in 5 as they are up 3-1? Knicks down by 1, 40 seconds on the road. Here is quickly, goes in the paint to RJ Barrett, the fadeaway for the lead's no good. Rebound on Akupo, the fans are on their feet, 30 seconds. Giannis with the ball, on Akupo, throws it down with force. Oh my goodness, look at this one more time. Are you serious? And now the Raptors fans are going crazy. It's a 3-point game. 25 seconds away from moving on the second round. Here comes RJ Barrett once again, defended by Drew Holiday. Barrett with nothing, need a 3-pointer. You gotta take the 3, what's Barrett doing? Gets in the paint, RJ Barrett with nothing, fades away again. No good, rebound the Greek Freak. RJ Barrett is selling here in the fourth quarter of this game. And now Giannis Antetokounmpo makes the first free throw, and the second is up with good as well. So it is going to be over with 6 seconds remaining. The New York Knicks, I mean, what a great season, but they will ultimately fall to the Toronto Raptors here in the first round, as Toronto gets the job done to 5, and they'll be moving on to the conference semifinals. And who predicted the Washington Wizards to get in the second round of today's postseason, because they have just beaten the Atlanta Hawks in 5 games. So the Miami Heat's duo Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler goes to Washington, and they are on their way to the second round as down with the Hawks. And now the Portland Trail Blazers with KD and Devin Booker will take out Halliburton and Miles Turner of the Golden State Warriors in 5 games as well. And that's going to set up a crazy second round matchup between the Suns and the Blazers, as down go the Golden State Warriors in 5. And can the 8-seeded Charlotte Hornets force a Game 7 on the 1-seeded Bulls? They are down by 1, 44 seconds. Here's Curry for the lead. It's no good. And the Bulls have the 3-2 series lead, so can they close out the series on the road? They are up by 1 point. Here's Jamal Murray. Goes to Jokic. 31 seconds. Jokic. A rare miss. Gets his own rebound out to Caruso. And now to Terry. 24 seconds. Here we go. Javonte Green gives it up. Shot clock in 3 seconds. They need to shoot it. Jokic, 3-pointer. No good, rebound Curry. Hornets have a timeout. They're not going to decide to use it. Under 10 seconds. Here we go. Season on the line. The ball in the hands of Curry. Curry going at Murray. 2 seconds. Goes up with the layup. And rims off. Are you serious? Heartbreaking Charlotte, as the Hornets will lose. Their season's over after a missed layup, as the Bulls will move on. And it's revenge for Kawhi Leonard and Paul George of the Pelicans as they go against their former team in the Clippers in the first round and beat them in 6 games. A blowout here in Game 6, 138-107. So down goes Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. And there's only one Game 7 in this first round, and it's coming down to the wire in Cleveland. It's the 2-seeded Cavaliers trying to avoid the upset against the Brooklyn Nets with 41 seconds. Here's Williamson going at Davis, but he's blocked and sent out of bounds. And these Cleveland Cavaliers fans rise to their feet after the rejection, as they'll inbound from the baseline, still on the ball, but they need to get a shot for the lead. Williamson against Mobley. Shot clock at 7 seconds. Williamson going right at Mobley. Goes up. Blocked again by Davis. Oh, what a rejection from Anthony Davis. He's coming up clutch as they foul LeBron James. So LeBron looking to make it a 3-point game with 26 seconds. First free throws up and it's good. And the Brooklyn Nets still have one timeout. But here we go. This will make it a 3-point game and he missed it. Rebound Williamson. And the Brooklyn Nets won't use a timeout. We saw the Hornets not use a timeout in this situation and they lost the game. But down by 2, they go back to Zion. Zion Williamson over Mobley, put it on a poster. Unbelievable. Did I say unbelievable? That was unbelievable. That's now we got 10 seconds in this game. Cleveland looking to win the game in the series. Rubio, James, spin, reverse jam. Cleveland has the lead. Timeout Brooklyn, 2 seconds. What a dunk fest we got going on in Cleveland. Season on the line for the Brooklyn Nets, 2.7 seconds, can they get an upset? Favors the inbound, goes to Mills, 3-point shot is gonna be blocked, Rubio got a piece of it, and the Cavaliers will win the series in 7 games. What a big time rejection, so many big blocks for the Cavs, and look at that, it's a DeAndre Benberry sighting. Man, only OGs remember DeAndre Benberry in the simulations, but anyways guys, we are on to the second round for today's simulation. You see the 8 teams remaining, hopefully your favorite team or your predictions are still in it, but right now we're going to continue the simulation here on NBA 2K23 with live games, so sit down, sit back, relax, and let's go. Not losing one game in the postseason so far is the Sacramento Kings, as they are going to sweep their way past the Pelicans, and they are now 8-0 in this simulation for the postseason. And Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic are on in the Western Conference Finals, as down goes the Pelicans. As now we're going to go to the East, it is the Washington Wizards over the 1 seed, the Chicago Bulls, in 5 games. I mean, I still can't believe the Wizards are going this far because they are now in the Final Four, as down goes Jamal Murray and Jokic of the Chicago Bulls. And now it's the Phoenix Suns taking out KD and Devin Booker of the Blazers in 6 games. What a series, and this Phoenix Suns team though scored 148 points. I mean, offensively, they're insane with James Harden, CP3, Aiden, and Embiid. So down go the Blazers in 6. And now we're going to go to a game in Toronto. It is the Raptors over the 2-seeded Cavs. So down goes the number 1 and 2 seed in the East, as LeBron James and Anthony Davis will get beaten by the Raptors for once. So on goes the Greek Freak and the Raptors. And so we are now down to 4 teams. In the West, it's Sacramento versus Phoenix, and in the East, it's Toronto and Washington. Hopefully your favorite team is still in it, but we're going to simulate here on NBA 2K23 to see which 2 teams will make the finals for today's simulation. So sit down, sit back, relax, and let's continue on. Here we go. Guys, both conference finals are going down to a Game 7. This is crazy as we go to the Western Conference Finals. The Phoenix Suns are up by 1, and now making them up by 2 with 37 seconds here on the road against the Kings. Who's going to move to the finals? Sacramento, Phoenix. Well, it's going to come down to the wire as here comes Luka. Spin move on Embiid. Luka puts it in. Tie game here in Sacramento. Doncic with 30 seconds remaining. These fans are on their feet. Here we go. It all comes down to this here in the West. Chris Paul against Doncic, and Kyrie's on the bench. He might be fouled out as CP3 almost threw it away. Back to Paul, driving, Paul, Embiid, gonna to go. What a duo that is, CP3 and Embiid, as now 15 seconds remains in this game. Sacramento at a timeout, down by 2. Here's Doncic, he's been here before, has CP3 isolated, 6 seconds, Doncic driving, goes to the paint, step back, opens Herder for the series. He missed the shot, he missed it. A wide open 3 to win the series, and Herder missed it. I can't believe it, the Suns dodge a bullet, and they are headed to the NBA Finals. As we're now going to go to the East, it's a 1-point game as well. I mean, this is absolutely crazy as here's on a Cooper on the paint, draws 2. Out to Poto, Raptors down by 1. 40 seconds, winner will face the Suns in the finals. Holiday for the lead, rims out, no good. Rebound Kuzma, and can the Wizards go to the finals? Who would have predicted this or saw this coming? As here comes Bam Adebayo, backing on the Greek Freak. 25 seconds, looking to extend the lead. Now into Jimmy Butler. Butler defended by Otto Porter Jr. Shot clock winding down. Under 5 seconds. They need a screen. Bam sets it. On the drive, Morris back to the bio. Blocked by Giannis. Here come the Raptors. On the break. Under 10 seconds. Down by 1. No timeout. Giannis has the mismatch. Loses it out of bounds, and the Raptors will get it back. I mean, this is an insane game we got going on. So now with 3 seconds, no timeouts, inbounding from the baseline. Toronto needs a shot. Who's gonna take it? Here we go. Otto Porter Jr. looking. Nobody's getting open. Now he finds Poto to Holiday. Bang! Toronto takes the lead with 0.3 seconds. What a play call from Toronto. Drew Holiday got the bucket, but still time remaining. Looking to go for the winner, tie it. Inbounding is Kuzma. Finds Morris. Won't go, and Toronto has won the series. What a wild finish, and down go the Wizards. Toronto is moving on in 7. So after those 2 epic Game 7s, we come down to the NBA Finals in today's simulation, and who predicted this? The Phoenix Suns against the Toronto Raptors, a best-of-7 series to determine the winner of today's simulation. Who's gonna do it? Toronto, Phoenix? Well guys, let's find out. And it's going to look like the Suns are going to win today's simulation as they have the 3-1 series leading Game 5 and leading by 18 points. It's all over. They're the NBA champions as they're going to win this simulation in 5 games against the Toronto Raptors with Giannis Antetokounmpo. And man, who predicted the Phoenix Suns to win today's simulation? Let me know down below. But they looked unstoppable. Joel Embiid, DeAndre Ayton, James Harden, CP3. They get the job done as Chris Paul finally gets a ring. And the celebration continues in Phoenix. But guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. It was so much fun making it. I really hope you enjoyed it. You guys are seriously all the GOATs. Harden's your MVP. Once again, thanks for watching. It's Halftime Productions, and we out.